We should be live, Tash. We should be.
I can't change anything. I have no buttons to press. I have no buttons to press because...
Yeah, we could. Facebook as well.
My iPad's in there. Okay. Where is it? Where is my iPad to press it? Oh,
Which
it's in there.
means I have ultimate control.
I know. It has been a morning of my family not knowing where anything is because obviously we're making this today, which is the Armchair Tidy, which meant that I tidied everything into it. So there's me going, well, where is my iPad? Where is my iPad? And the kids are going, Mummy, we can't turn TV on. Brilliant. Actually got to school on time. However, it's all here, tidied. Yes, which meant that I then had to get my big strong man to lift a large chair into the studio, various other bits of furniture to make it viable, and we're all good to go. Good morning to you.
What are you doing this Monday morning?
Yes. What have you done this morning?
Because I bet it's not that.
If you haven't lifted muchos furniture, what have you been doing?
Quite.
Just going to turn my volume down.
It's a good plan.
Mabel's on her beanbag having a ramage. She now, she's so pleased to have it back in the studio. Have you seen her, Gemma? She just comes running in and just takes a running jump at it.
It's a bit like watching someone run towards a swimming pool and then do the belly flop dive. That's exactly how she does it. Like all
and
four
it makes
legs
me
four
laugh
different directions.
every time. And then she just looks really pleased with herself. So I would highly recommend, if you have a dog, doing them the Aussie Ottoman as a bed. Right, let's see. Who have we got this morning with us? Nancy's here and Faye's here. Thank you for joining us. Claire's here. Hope you've all had a great weekend. Gemma, did you have a great weekend?
I did actually, yes.
Good.
I was doing all the tidying on Saturday, so I feel virtuous.
You love a good tidy.
I've reorganised one room and now want to do every room in the house.
Is that, hang on. Did you do that thing? Can I just ask, right, when you tidy a room, does that mean that all the others go to pot?
Do you know, no, although I have got all the wrapping and presents in the lounge right now. I'm going to get all that done. I'm going to wrap all the presents up. Then I'll probably just shove the tree up and put them under the tree and have done. Yeah.
Because when I tidy a room, anything that is surplus to that room
goes
in all the other rooms.
Yes.
So I can only have one tidy room at a time. That's the law.
I've got a couple of rooms that I count as being correct, but I've got to this thing now where I'm thinking, I'm just going to chuck some stuff or gift it or provide it to someone else who clearly needs it more than me. Yeah. If I can't find a home for it, I don't need it. No. Exciting times.
Well done, you.
Hey, this is middle-aged world, isn't it? And then yesterday...
Join us for more Monday Morning Mundane.
And then yesterday I went to Malvern Flea Fair to buy...
Oh, you went without me, you little...
I went with my mother-in-law. I did, for her birthday. But yeah,
I'd have celebrated too.
Well, this is true.
There'd have been cake, right?
Sauce babes. No, there was no cake.
Well, then you didn't celebrate properly.
No, well, we
Shame
went
on
buying
you.
Stuff, clearly, because I'm needing to clear out.
I can see how this is going.
I'm very proud of my new purchase.
Well done. I will talk about that.
Yeah.
What is it?
I have a pair of Japanese fighting cocks. They are amazing. No, they are. They're fabulous. Silver plated. They're just brilliant. I love them. And I've been coveting them for a while. And I knocked the man down and he went with it. So then I felt like I was on one of those bargain hunt type telly programmes.
There are so many comments I want to make about you knocking down a man over his Japanese fighting cocks.
Yeah. It's a good one, isn't it?
But it's before 9 p.m.
It is, yep. Sorry, that would be Natasha Makes After Dark.
I don't know that you can throw that at me. That's not fair. Try really hard to rein it in. Morning, Sharon. Morning, Pat. I'll just take morning people instead and let that one. We'll just leave that. That I have no idea what that looks like. Morning, Joe.
You'll have eyes on my fighting cocks before the end of the day. Fret you not.
Wow. Yeah. There's a promise.
I
know. Jane says, workshop Wednesday already. Time goes fast. It's only Monday here.
It's changed now.
It's changed.
Well done you for spotting it in the first 3 seconds.
Yeah, there you go. Jimmy's here. Good afternoon, Jimmy. Stella's here. Nancy's here. Vanessa's... Oh, talking of Nancy's. Nancy Birtwishall. I've been following her. Thanks, Lo, for that little tip. She's fabulous, isn't she? I just want to go and gather conkers and
She's
ivy
brilliant.
leaves to do my washing with. Suzanne's here, Yvonne's here. Hello from Melbourne, Australia. Debbie's here. Morning, ladies. Sitting in the sunshine, sewing Roman blind with the door open. It's so beautiful. It's not bad. It's not bad. I will give you a weather report from here. It's not bad, is my weather report. I've missed a calling, haven't I?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Michael Fish got nothing on you.
Weather today, it's not bad.
Not bad.
You'll just need a light coat. That's all people want to know.
No, I want to know whether I can put my washing out on the line. That's what I want to know.
You can put your washing out this morning, you'll need a light coat. That's all. I think they've missed a trick with the weather report. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunny in Devon, says Sue. Sarah's with us. Oh, Claire should be at sewing club. Oh, but the blonde one is off school with a bad cold. I've sent mine in anyway. Gone where you can either sit here and cough or you can go in. I figure if they've had a cough for over a week, they're not contagious anymore.
No.
Send them in.
True.
Yep.
But it depends how they're feeling otherwise, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But if the
Send them
little's feeling poorly, then we send best well wishes? Oh,
To
something
that.
like that.
Yep.
Get well wishes.
Donna's here, Jackie's here, Deb's here. Good evening, very warm here. Public holiday tomorrow for the Melbourne Cup. Lots of barbecues, champagne. Fabulous
Nice.
outfits. Champagne, had a cup of coffee. Ooh, when are we there? Liz is here, Julie's here. Lo's here, morning. Shouty, shouty, or just mooring. I'm going to put an N in there for you, Lo. Oh, she said, oops, shouting. That's fine. Sue's here. Basil's here. Basil. Did you say you love Nancy? Yes, I did, Lo. I do love Nancy. Yes. She also has a great idea for her Christmas hampers.
Mm.
She puts them in a big mixing bowl.
Oh, that's a good plan.
Yeah, right?
Mm.
If the ground is dry, put your washing out. Oh, Joe. We're on clay here, so it's never dry.
No.
Nope. Nope.
No, that makes it more complicated.
Anne's going to have a quick tea break. Oh, and Claire is busy firing up the cow pole. It's got to be done.
Yes.
It's got to be done. I had a lovely conversation with the pharmacist who told me that Emily couldn't have any lozenges because they were for 6 and over. And then went, do you want the 6+ cow pole?
Oh.
Yeah, go on then. Someone's not paying attention.
Someone's
It's all good.
really not paying attention.
I know, but that's fine.
Righty bobs.
Right, this morning, we have got for you bundles. So beautiful, beautiful bundles of Lisa Chandler fabrics on actually pretty cracking deals. I've got 2 options for you this morning. One is a made-to-measure armchair tidy. Now, it's made to measure because I walked around my house and went, well, hang on, that's completely different to that because I've got a few sofas. That's completely different to that. And then if it's going on a, we'll make to measure.
Confused yourself, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's made to measure so you can have pockets both sides.
Perfect.
If you can't be bothered with all the measuring, let's be honest, there are some people that go, maths, no. No, moving on. If you're one of those people that goes, maths, puh, no thank you. By the way, you only have to times something by 2 and then add 2 later on. Like, this isn't big maths.
Not big maths.
Like, you know, it's not the sort of maths that Stephen Hawkins would have been proud of. Let's be honest, it's not that.
Little maths.
Yeah, little maths, not is the Big Bang Theory correct maths. It's fine. But if you are gifting for someone or you just don't fancy measuring stuff, then go for the generic one. Now, just to be clear, the generic one has more pockets along here. It still has your bit for that, whether it's an iPad, magazine, book, whatever, but it doesn't have the other side. What it has is a longer piece that slides under here.
Gotcha.
So whatever your size of your sofa, it's going to slide under and be fixed. Okay? That's what that one does.
Excellent.
But if we're going to show you the made to measure because, well, a little bit of both, because the made to measure we'll show you the technique for the pockets and the non-slip grip, but then I will show you how to bind because the other one is bound. So I haven't finished binding it to show you how to bind.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In any world,
Yeah.
does that make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent. So I had to put some beautiful bundles together for you. Oh, such a hardship. Let me show you. Where'd I put them? Oh, here.
Under the chair. Right there. Under the chair right there. I'm going to make you dance with clogs on next. Yeah.
Right there.
Oh dear. It doesn't take much to please us around here.
A little mouse with clogs on. Well, I declare.
Good, eh?
Is it going clip clippity clop on the stair?
Something like that.
Oh yeah. Okay. I still can't change the camera angle.
Oh, that's all right.
Still can't do that.
Whoop, there it is.
Hey. Right. So I'm going to demo in this one. It's lush. So because then I've got one for the green sofa, and this will go on.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Or as Josh calls it, his reading chair. Obviously, I haven't actually, since we moved in together, let him sit and read anything.
No, you've always got a job.
There's jobs to
Come
do.
on.
Come on. Poor chap. It's like I used to go to the gym.
Doesn't need to now.
I used to go to yoga, and I'm like, yeah, well, never mind.
Crack on.
Yeah, lift this instead. You'll be fine. Lucky man. So this is what we are demoing in. For any of these projects this morning, you will need effectively 3.5 meters. You can make that up as 1/2 meter of whizzy whizzy wow wow.
Righto.
Did that sound like one of those whizzy whizzy wow wow fabrics?
Nice.
Backing fabric, just a contrast one, or 2 fat quarters. So this could either be 1/2 meter or 2 fat quarters. That's up to you.
Nice.
Okay. And it's all here and it's looking fabulous. So this is going to be, so that's going to be my back pocket, my front pocket, and then that is my over the arm fabric. Happy days. Mabel is sound asleep. And this is your, Jaikamuri. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Have I said it right?
Yeah, well, it's near enough, Tash.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So you've got that. This is Kaufman. I've gone super swanky with these fabrics. We've also taken nearly £5 off this bundle for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means? That means that you're getting 1/2 metre of our plain for free.
Yep. And a bit.
And a bit of this.
Yep.
Bit of that for free as well.
Good, isn't it?
Wow. Wow, wow. Here we go. Or, if you want a slightly lighter blue, Chikamuri, I can't say it. Anyway, here you'll be getting your royal for free. I'm just laying this out how I would be doing it. Look at that. Now what I put the plain in so that you've got a little bit of a break with your pockets before you then go in with another pattern, but it all works together. Love it, Gemma, I do, I love it.
Beautiful.
Yes, 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 yes. By the way, just so that you know, out of your background fabric, if you've got an armchair like mine, and I have given you the measurements for the one I've made. So if you like the one I've made and you think it's going to work on your chair, just make it with the measurements I've got. Otherwise, fill in your chart with your measurements. You can make 2 out of this.
It's good, that, isn't it? Really
well,
good.
It works out a tenner a gift.
Yep.
Doesn't it? That's all right. That's the same as buying them on Amazon cheap as chips out of mass-produced horribleness. That's what that works out.
Very expensive and fabulous. And
yeah, I know. Well, that was the feedback when I put this up on Facebook. Someone went, "That just looks expensive."
Yes.
I'm like, well, it might look it, but it isn't. Not in the scheme of things. Now, here's another version. Lisa Chandler fabrics, yay!
He loves a bit of Lisa Chandler.
I do love a bit of Lisa Chandler. And again, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So this will be like your main fabric there. Should you wish, I mean, you can mix it up however you want. Look at that. Look at that.
Beautiful.
And then, so if you can make one of these, and then you could make other things out of this to go in your room so that everything ties in and matches beautifully. And also, we haven't cut these. So if you wanted to buy two to make the most of the fact that they are super, super, super discounted, then you might want to do that.
Yeah.
And we would put a little note in and we would cut it in a continuous length for you because we're also nice like that.
We are.
Jane will hate me for saying that.
She will.
Not that we're nice. Like, she knows that we're nice, but she hates the fact that we're nice and do these things for you. So that is your classic with your black flowering gum and then just a plaque. Now, what about your floral in red ivory? And then you'd have that for your pockets. And then your fans. Big fan of the fans. Love that. Look at that. And again, these are coming in $19.99 for 3.5 meters of fabric, 2 of which are Lisa Chandler. I mean, you can't say fairer than that, could you? Could you, can you?
No.
Can you, could you?
No.
No. And you can mix and match them up however you wish. I just think they're rather gorgeous. Now, what if you want the orange one? I had a little mishmash, actually. I've used orange with a bit of green, but... And then you've got... This looks lovely if you've got a moss green sofa.
Ask you how you know.
It might have been why I chose the colours I chose. And I did it in this one. And I'm going to show you, actually, the bundle that I used because we have got... Now, these are bigger bundles. You've whacked a discount on this, though, as well, haven't you, Gemma?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I have. Yeah. So these, the Waratahs, the Waratah bouquets.
Yeah, the large Waratah fabric.
The large Waratah fabric.
Waratah bouquet, which I think would be lovely.
But that is what it's called.
No, it's called large Waratah.
If you look at the end of the bolt,
really,
it's called Waratah bouquets.
Well, there you go. That's not what we were told. On the system, it's large Waratah.
Oh.
There we go.
No wonder I couldn't find it when I was looking for it. But it is actually called Waratah bouquet.
I shall add bouquet to the listing.
Right, so I have used... do you know what? Let's unpack this, shall we? I've got a big book there. All the remotes and all the way on my iPad. Look, you see, so I've got that. So this is the bit that goes over the... That's the bit that you see. Mm-hmm. Isn't that gorgeous?
Beautiful.
And then you pack everything else out. So you've got pockets, because someone was worried what would happen, where do you put your snacks?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's fine, because if you've got a book, and that is a pretty chunky old book, you've still got space for snacks in that. And then you can put your... Bearing in mind, we've got anti-slip fabric there. Which one did that go in? Hang on. In there. Big one in there. Little one in there. All your remote-based requirements. Let me put that back on the chair.
Fabulous. I've just checked Lisa's website. She's got it as large Waratahs as well. What's going on?
Well, she was the one that told you that was what it's called, but it's which is weird because it's actually on the bolt end called Waratah bouquet. And the reason I know that is because I looked.
Yeah, on the actual fabric.
On the actual fabric.
Crikey bobs.
So this bundle is way more than you need. Like way more than you need. You could do it, you could make 2 out of just that. But, so you could then make cushions out of what you've got left over. It's like the whole shebang, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this could do you cushions, you can bind it, you can do that. Wow. That's a chair done.
Amazing.
Titivated in the most beautiful way. And these are your orange and ivory bundles. Now you see I've sort of done these so that, there we are. That is a bundle. Now if you like red, maybe you're going to use this as an alternative sort of Christmassy affair that you can have out all year round. You've got your red flowering gums. You've got that, now was that sage or was that khaki? No, it was khaki I put with this one. Look at that. And then, so this is the smaller version of your big Waratah. Waratah bouquet. Because sometimes if you're rummaging around the website, you might not realise that this correlates to that. And it all works so beautifully together. And those reds in the red flowering gum just works. And because you are going to need a green that is going to work with all of this, we've put it in with it. Hurrah!
Fabulous.
You can't ask for more than that. Well, you could, but you'd be really greedy. And we'd just say no. Aren't we, Jem?
Tash, I'm looking at these bundles and just thinking, all the things you can make with these.
I know, and that's what I want. So I wanted to give you a kit that would do a room. Mm-hmm. Whether you're making cushions, whether you're making accessories like this for a room, that's what these bundles, how much are they coming out at?
The larger ones?
Yeah.
Oh, let me just check. She says.
You've driven a car since loading these, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Those are $29.99.
Nice.
I thought so, but I didn't want to say it wrong, you know. Yeah, $29.99. It's a lot of fabric for that, isn't it?
A lot.
Beautiful, really premium fabric as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, so this is tealy nice.
Tealy nice.
Just saying.
You're very pleased with yourself, Natasha, on that one.
I know. Blush. And then look, you've got your beautiful pink.
Look at those.
I know.
I just really think it can't get any better.
I didn't stop there because then...
Oh, there it is.
Just look at that. How beautifully does that all work together?
Very smart.
Ooh. I really like it.
Very smart indeed.
I'm quite pleased with myself with this one, if I'm honest. And I like to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important to be honest.
Look how beautiful it all works together though. Love it. So there you go. They are your options at redunculously good prices for you today.
So Natasha.
Yes.
To make your lovely make.
Yes.
You can choose your fabric bundle.
Yes.
What else will you require?
Well, it depends. Depends which one you make.
Okay.
If you, for both of them, I would say...
She would say...
I would say...
What would she say?
Oh, I would say... I have used H640.
Okay.
For both. Because you want it to be able to fold nicely over and not be too stiff. But it was a mere slither of H640. And then if you're making this one, I would also throw in your anti-slip grip fabric.
Okay.
All right, now, if you're using the measurements that I've used, which is 10.5 inches wide, then you're good with one packet. Anything wider than that, you're going to need another packet. But this doesn't break the bank though, does it? It's not...
No.
It's like not ridiculous.
£3.49 a pack.
There you go. And with what you've got left over, look, they show you how to make non-slip grip shoes.
Very cool.
Which is very cool. Using sole pattern pieces, cut out one pair of soles from anti-slip fabric with right sides up, pin both sides together and baste. There you go. So that is, and this is what I had left over from my packet.
Nice.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'm going to do something with it.
Probably about the same length as your foot.
Is it?
I don't know, right? If you're making slippers, because there are lots of slipper patterns around.
There are lots of slipper
But
patterns.
I always think They'd be slippy, those slippers.
Slippy slippers?
Yeah.
This is
You
what
don't
you
want
need.
slippy slippers.
You don't want slippy slippers.
You really don't. I've fallen down the stairs in slippers before now. This is not all the levels of clever.
No.
Mm-mm.
No. No, no. Yeah. Yeah, no. We went paddleboarding on, I'm going to say Friday morning. We had a window where the weather wasn't utterly vile this week.
Excellent.
And managed to get out on the river on the old paddle boards. And yeah, it was very slippy trying to get out the river. I may or may not have to wash out wounds.
Lovely.
Not my own. I'm fine. Just in case anybody was worried. It's all good. I should have folded this more neatly. So we are going to, I'm going to show you how to measure, because that's always where people worry. Don't worry, it's just a measure.
Yeah.
And then you can either, like I say, make your own, use my measurements, or get the generic one. It's up to you.
Lovely job.
Decisions. But what I would say is just get these, whether you are going to make this or not, just get these fabrics because they are at rather a fabulous
They are.
price.
And look at them. Look at them in all their beauty.
Oh, they are gorgeous. Super, super gorgeous. So, should we crack on?
Yes. Yes, we shall.
I'm going to pop this over here and then we can measure.
Marvellous.
Alrighty.
Natasha, I'm just going to say though, very, very quickly, before you start measuring, you weren't here last week. There's some fabulousness behind you.
Did you show everyone the fabulousness?
We did in Half Meter Heaven form, yes. There was one fabric we were waiting on. I'm hoping it's here.
Oh no, it has. I put it on Jane's desk.
Oh, Jane.
Jane.
She's listening, but if
Jane.
she is, it needs to come here.
Jane.
But anyone who can see them behind you, I just want them to know that they are the Tula Pink
Shall I show?
Besties
Should we just show them?
collection. Well, if you want to.
Go on then.
But they're the Tula Pink Besties fabrics. Tula
Besties
always
or
said-
beasties?
Besties. Tula always said that she'd never make a collection that was pets because it was just too difficult to capture the love that we have for our pets
And yet,
in a fabric. And yet then she couldn't help herself and she did it anyway.
well, she always hides animals in her fabrics anyway.
She does.
Thank you, Jane. So this is the one that we were missing. This is the one that we were waiting for. I think Karen might be going to have a dress out of this.
I know. I love the name of this one as well. It's called No Rush, Tash.
I know. It's just fabulous. You don't get many tortoises.
No.
In fact, at the start of, if you've ever read Roald Dahl's SEO Trot,
Yes.
there's a whole thing now in the front of this book was written in a time when.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can't, although saying that, the other half's brother has got one in his garden.
Oh, really? 'Cause
Yeah.
they live a really long time. You
Really
have to
long
leave them in
time.
your will and things because
Yeah.
they'll probably outlive you.
Well, that's like my mum's donkeys.
Yeah.
My mum's left her donkeys in her will because they do indeed live for donkeys' years.
Really long time.
Yeah, there's a reason for it. I mean, these are just beautiful. I always wanted one. Mabel saw it in their garden and had an absolute fit.
Guy really wants one.
Because it moves. It's a rock that moves as
Isn't
far
it?
as she's concerned. In fact, they've got two and they chase each other around the place. Amazing. But this fabric's just fabulous. I want to go to the Galapagos Islands as well. I know that's slightly more extravagant than
Yeah, I
like,
was going to say it's a little bit more extravagant than
But-
just visiting one in a garden in England. But yes.
So that is one of them. And I don't know why she's done fire hydrants with dogs.
I think because they like to cock their leg up them, love.
But only if they're a boy.
Well, this is true, actually. This is very true.
They all look like they're in mug shots. It's fabulous.
I really like it because there's this kind of cabochon feel to each
I know,
one.
I know. They are lots of fun. Look at this one. I mean, she's got lashes.
You can... You know,
What have we
those
got?
are
So
great
we've
for
got
applique.
Chihuahua, wah, 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 wah. She's got all the eyelashes. We've got a poodle doodle there. some sort of spotty variety here. So, and it's sort of almost generic spotty. She's quite clever how she's done that. So if you've got Dalmatians, you're laughing. Could, if you squinted a bit, could have passed for my Harlequin Dane. You would have to squint a little bit. Who's this going on down here? Look at him. Gemma, were there any sausages?
No, no sausages. I did see a chap had made some bags out of this fabric. In fact, several of these fabrics, but this one, he'd made some makeup bags, but actual bags as well.
Amazing.
And, fabulous.
Well, I did toy with the idea of having this as my background fabric for my...
Oh.
And yes, if you want to, all I would say is if you're using a directional print, just add a 1/4 inch, cut it in half.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, half inch, cut it in half. Yeah, I'd already halved it. Yeah. This looks a bit like a cat-loving Escher print.
Oh, okay, yes. It is the Crazy Cat Lady fabric.
It's perfect because cats are always in the wrong place. It doesn't matter where you put them.
Yeah.
They're always the wrong side of a door.
You also can't really put cats anywhere and expect them to stay there because they will go where they wish, thank you and please.
We are just cat slaves.
Yeah, you are.
You never own a cat, they own you.
Yeah.
Whereas Mabel wakes up every day and wonders how she can love us more.
Yeah. Mum, what can I do for you, Mum?
Yeah.
Mum.
Whilst the the cats just wake up and like, human, breakfast.
You may feed me now.
Immediately, if not sooner.
And then I will ignore you until I require feeding again.
Unless you're Malcolm.
Unless you're Malcolm.
In which case he just sees me, drops the floor and rolls around purring and meowing.
I'm not sure that Malcolm knows he's a cat, to be honest.
Malcolm is the David Beckham of cats. He is, though.
That out.
Because he's really beautiful looking, really stunning, gorgeous looking cat, and then he opens his mouth.
Oh, okay.
And that little squeak comes out. And you're like, really?
It's not what you expect.
From a massive cat like you and just a little squeak. Okay. This is No Rush.
This is a great print, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
It is a classic Tula insofar as you look at it, don't see them, and then you see them. They're hidden.
Did you have hamsters as a kid?
No.
I did.
Gemma
Herbert,
did.
Haley, Hamish.
Aww.
They all began with H's.
They don't live very long, hamsters.
2 years.
Yeah, I know. Gemma went on holiday with her mum and left us to look after her 2.5-year-old hamster.
Oh, no. That's, you say no. I'm busy.
It got ill.
Oh, no.
By the time she got back, it was very small.
Oh, no.
We'd been to the vet. We'd spent lots of money.
Oh, no.
And the vet was saying, this hamster's never that old. Yeah, there it is, yeah. So, But you don't see many hamster fabrics, and there's a lot of small children that have hamsters. So this is...
the one.
Yeah.
When I was little, I was convinced, you know, that if you just had a mouse and chopped off its tail, it became hamster.
Oh no.
Obviously, I got put right on that, and I
Yeah.
never tested the theory, I'd just like to say.
I'm so delighted to hear.
Hang on, whoa. Since when did we have gold
I know, on Tula.
on Tula fabric?
Right.
Oh, well, this is a bit woo, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at me. He is. Hello, you, with your little hamster cheeks. I'd forgotten how much I like hamsters. Mice you can keep all day long. Rats, it's the tail. I can't be doing with it.
And
Hamsters
yet,
are the perfect
apparently-
rodent because they have no tail.
But apparently they're amazing pets, rats. They're really intelligent. You can train them and everything, but the
Nope.
tail just gives me the willies.
Don't think you can say that, Gemma.
No,
Heebie-jeebies would be better.
that's fine.
Yeah,
Same thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
This is called treading water.
brilliant.
Yeah.
You've got actual goldfish in here. I love this. Actual goldfish. In with your goldfish. We have a goldfish tank that we grow fruit and veg out of.
Yeah.
It's like a hydroponic-y situation.
Nice.
because the fish do stuff to the water. You can tell that I listened when this was explained to me, can't you? They do stuff to the water, which means there's always good stuff in the water, which means that and so the plants are then planted. They're just in like cups in the top of the tank.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
We've got some lovely peppers that are about to be ready out the fish tank.
Oh.
Yep.
Very good.
Yep. I have nothing to do with this, by the way. Look at the bunny, and the bunny's got gold stars. Oh, yes. Did you have a bunny growing up?
I did.
Did you? Hop to it. What was its name?
I had a couple.
Did you?
Yeah. And my first one was called Nibbles.
Nibbles. Amazing. We had Holly and Ivy. They were our first rabbits. No, actually, I tell a lie. The very first rabbit... My brother, when he was little and he started going to school, was very scared. He didn't like it, so Mum bought him a rabbit to make up for it, because clearly I think Mum wanted a rabbit. And her name was Coco.
Oh.
Yeah. My dad hates animals. Really not an animal person at all. He's had them under duress all our lives because my mum and I like them. And Coco suddenly became Coco and Family.
Oh.
Yeah, she'd been got at in the old pet shop.
Oh.
My dad worked in banking. And my brother, aged 4, comes home and goes, "Won't Daddy be thrilled, Mummy? Such good value for money." Daddy was not thrilled.
Buy one rabbit, get many free.
Yay!
Aww.
Daddy was not thrilled at all.
No, Daddy
We had
will
lots
not
of,
have been
lots of
thrilled at
rabbits
all.
everywhere.
I did have a rabbit in more recent years as well, though. When Meg was going to school at 4 and I was having a bit of a, she's going to school, Guy got me a rabbit. We called him Mr. Darcy until we realised he didn't have the necessary equipment.
Mrs. Darcy.
Yeah, Darcy Bunny.
This is amazing. So my brother got a rabbit to make up for the fact he had to go to school, and you got a rabbit to make up for the fact that your daughter went to school. I'm seeing a rabbit-based theme here.
Yeah.
If you want your goldfish in a different colourway, look at them glittering away. These are fabulous. You also got these in half metre heaven format.
Nice.
Here are your cats again. Tealy good. That one is a spit of Mortimer.
I thought that.
Oh, in this colourway, absolute spit of Naughty Morty.
Yeah.
Oh, and he looks like he's about to do something bad as well. So that fits.
Yeah, it does fit.
Really fits.
Poor Morty will be like, beg your pardon, who's watching this?
Mm-hmm.
Beg your pardon, casting aspersions about me.
Oh,
You know it's true,
now this
Morty.
looks like retro hamsters.
Yes. I love this colourway.
I do, I really do.
It goes beautifully with our spearmint, just so everyone knows.
I was going to say with my sofa.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah.
Began with an S.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spearmint, sofa, whatever.
All of the above.
Oh, look at it's this little chap here. Oh. Emily would like anything really. Rabbit, guinea pig. I don't want a guinea pig.
She really wants guinea pigs. She was telling me, we're getting guinea pigs. I said, oh, you know.
No, we're not.
Yes, we're getting.
No, we're not.
I'm
we
going
are
to have
not
them
getting guinea pigs.
I'm going to have them for Christmas.
No, she's
Father
not.
Christmas is going
No.
to bring me guinea pigs,
No,
she said.
she's going to be disappointed.
He's run out of guinea pigs. He doesn't bring live animals anymore, I'd say, is the argument on that front.
Yeah.
Doesn't. It's not
We're
right,
not
is it?
getting a guinea pig. Nope. Ducks, yes. Guinea pig, no.
Oh.
I love
loved it
ducks.
when you had the ducks.
I know.
Yeah. I love this though as well.
I could do a rabbit. I could go a rabbit.
Yeah.
Maybe, but only if we had a big enough place for it to hop about. Like I don't want it in a tiny hutch because I don't think that's fair.
No. No.
But if we could fence off a bit.
We had ours free range in our original garden because it was a little garden, but she lived in the house when we were in the house and we'd let her out. She'd
What about your wires?
Roam freely.
What about your wires?
Wires?
Do they not nibble your wires?
We didn't have any dachshunds
Wires.
back then.
No.
Oh, I thought you meant wire dachshunds.
No.
What wires?
Actual wires around the
cables.
house, cables.
Oh no, she didn't touch the cable. She's good as gold. Really easy to house train as well. We put like a litter tray in front of the fireplace and she learnt very quickly that she had to hop onto the newspaper in that to have a wee and then hop out again. But, you know, You've got to train them. Mabel and the cats, you can't have a rabbit. Not a free-range rabbit.
Well, maybe a big French lop.
It'd have to be massive.
I know, but it'd be bigger than Mabel. Most things are bigger than Mabel.
Bigger than the cats as well.
Yeah.
So otherwise the cats would be like, yeah.
They've never brought me a rabbit.
It'd have to be a giant lop.
Hang on. This has got gold. Has the other one got gold around it? Did I miss the gold?
Yep. I know.
Oh, look, it is. It's like a proper cameo.
Yeah. See?
And then around here, the collar with a bit of gold in. Do you know what? We when we lost lovely Baxter, and she had a beautiful big leather collar.
She did.
I saw a thing where you can have a plant pot and put the collar around the plant pot and then plant something to remind you. Because we always used to, whenever we lost an animal, we always used to plant a tree in the garden.
Yeah.
I was 20-something until I realised that a Magnus tree was not actually called a Magnus tree, it had another name.
Oh.
I thought Mum and Dad had just fabulously found a tree that was called a Magnus tree that matched the dog.
What type of tree was it, Tam?
It was a Magnus tree.
It wasn't actually.
I don't actually know what it's called. I just know that it's not actually a Magnus tree, which is very upsetting for me. Just saying. Very upsetting.
So it still is a Magnus tree to you?
In my head, yeah.
Okay.
It's got little red berries on, if that helps anybody
Nice.
deduce.
Just narrow that down to probably a 3-figure number of types of tree it could be. Excellent news. Well done you. Those fabrics were beautiful, Natasha.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for showing us those.
I say thanks like I did anything other than flash around some beautiful fabrics.
You showed them to everybody, which is nice for them to see, isn't it?
And you can make these out of those.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. Because actually, if you had a half metre heaven,
Yes.
you could, if you did it this size, I'm about to show you, which is the made to measure. So the made to measure shows you how to measure your own, but if you use the same measurements that I've used, you get it out of a half metre heaven.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Or 2 half-metre heavens if you want some contrasty fabriciness and extra for your stash.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. It's all good, right?
Excellent plan, Stan.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Better get your tape measure out. Exciting times.
Right.
Wonderful.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
So the measurements that you need to take are from the army bit here, basically the length of the arm, how long that arm is before it starts to drop away. Because some take a really long time to curve away. This is the other thing. Whereas this one's quite good. It's like, yep, there's your arm, there it is. Yep, perfect. 10.5 will fit very nicely in there. Thank you very much.
Lovely.
And then you would want to measure where the pad is up to the centre here. And write that down.
Excellent.
So up to the centre there is 9 inches for me. So I've got 10.5 there, 9 inches there. And then you're going to double that to give you the side, the other side. So that's going to be 80.
Excellent.
10.5 across there. That's it. What other measurement did I get, Gemma?
Good question.
I'm sure there was another measurement.
Brenda has a question.
Oh, Brenda.
She's wondering which pattern she needs to buy. I think there's a bit of confusion regarding which pattern.
Okay.
So you've got your made-to-measure pattern. You've got your generic pattern.
Okay.
Discuss.
So, discuss. So the made to measure, if you want to make to measure with pockets either side like this one, then get the made to measure. If you want one that just has pockets one side, and if you're making it to give to somebody else, that's just going to slide and hold under here, but doesn't have pockets on this side, just has pockets there, and then it slides and fits under there, then go for the generic. It's that simple. With this pattern, because I've shown you how to take the measurements, you will get the measurements to make this size. So if you're making for, these are pretty standard size, aren't they? Like a wingback chair.
Yeah.
So if you know someone with a wingback chair, you can just make it that size, it's going to fit perfect.
Yeah.
Lee. Proper English,
Perfectly.
Natasha. Yeah. It's going to fit perfect like.
It is.
So there it is.
Excellent.
Oomph, there it is. So, across the top.
Yeah, so you've got 3 measurements and then
Yeah.
a measurement with a bit of magic.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you measure kind of across the top here, the flattest bit.
There's lovely photos that will
Yeah.
make this make sense.
Because what I noticed was that the width of arms are really narrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if you are fussy cutting, and that's the only reason that this measurement really is in there. Like I know that the width of this, before it sort of slides down, is about, I've got about straight 4 inches.
Nice.
So within that 4 inches, if I'm fussy cutting a pattern,
Yeah.
that's where I want that to be. I know I've got 4 inches to maximise my pattern.
Sometimes you might want your print centralised, things like that, isn't it?
Well, exactly that. And so because I use the Waratah
Yes.
bouquet, large Waratah,
That Lisa calls large water.
I
What's
know.
going on in the world, eh?
have a look on the bolt end, honestly,
I know,
Waratah
I'm
bouquets.
absolutely delighted
Yep.
to know that this is the thing.
Yep. Yep.
Every day's a school day,
I
Tash.
know.
We should tell Lisa.
But when I did it, I made sure that over those 4 inches in the middle, I got the best of the bouquet.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only reason that measurement is in there.
You don't want your bouquet falling off the top, do you? Oh, you might. I mean, that might be the look you're going for, but
Wonky bouquet.
yeah.
I
Maybe
give you
want
my
it
wonky bouquet.
at a jaunty angle, but you get to choose and have control.
Choose your jauntiness. Well, absolutely. And it might be then if you were using this, you know, you've then got, say, 4 inches to get your goldfish.
Oh, Brenda says, thank you, I'll get the made-to-measure one.
It's not difficult.
Self-suggestion, you get a peacock. I've had this conversation with you before.
I do quite a good peacock impression.
Yeah, you do, and a peacock would look fabulous
Yeah.
in your garden. However, they do scratch your car.
They really scratch your car. And I have enough car-based trauma this
Yeah.
weekend. Captain Small,
Guy did laugh.
did
A
he?
lot.
I wanted to cry.
Well, grimaced, actually,
Yeah.
initially.
Yeah.
And then went, this
Yeah.
could only happen to Tash.
Yeah.
And laughed.
I suggested to the children that they help me tidy out the car because they had made it, quite frankly, an absolute pit driving back from Cornwall.
Yeah.
So I suggested, and I thought we'd just hoover it out. That was
Yeah.
my starting point. And then I found that amazing windscreen stuff that we bought, Gemma, and so I started doing that. Which then means that Emily, unbeknownst to me, goes and gets the cloth out the sink, which I had just wiped out the fat out the bacon pan. Look, Mummy, your car looks like new. Does it? Or does it look really greasy and muddy all at the same time? And really patchy?
Who doesn't want a greasy car? It's like a layer of protection for the winter. A layer of fat.
Is it like, will it keep it warm?
Yes,
Like people
what
like
I'm
to goose grease themselves to keep themselves warm through winter.
It's pretty much that. Yeah. Yep. Oh,
And I had
dear.
to do a thing, you know, my years at drama school were not wasted, Gemma. I had to do a thing where I looked pleased that she had been so helpful.
Bless
She then did
her.
Josh's car and he rapidly took it to the car wash. She now thinks she's excellent at washing cars because she's busily looking at his car, which now does look great because he took it to the car wash.
Great.
But it's okay because mine got the majority of the bacon fat.
Wonderful. Tasha, I'm just thinking I might make one of these for both ends of my sofa because my sofa's lovely, but I've had it a fair few years now. And the arms are the bit that's looking a little bit warm, but the rest of it's great and it's comfy. And
Well, it's that, and then you've got all your bits and bobs.
Yeah.
Not snacks, everything else. And the other thing is, if you've got cats that have scratched it, covers that bit as well.
But this will cover those arms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cover that wear.
I've gone ahead and cut what we need to cut, and I'm going to interface with my H640 the fabric, the main fabric that.
Yeah, got quite a lot of chatting going on this morning. Some great stories coming out, Tash.
Go on.
Auntie Lizzie's with us, and she says,
"Hi, Auntie Lizzie.
My mum had a 3-piece suite. I used to slide off it because I was too little. Wasn't long enough or heavy enough to stay on it. To which Vicky very helpfully suggests that she needed the anti-slip grip fabric on the back of the trousers.
Amazing.
Then she wouldn't have slipped.
No.
Fine.
That would have sorted it.
Fair few descriptions of people falling down the stairs, having spectacular falls, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yvonne loves the goldfish fabric.
Can't beat the goldfish fabric.
Michelle says, oh, just tuned in, I'll catch up later. But what's this I see? I thought I'd bought all your Tula.
No.
Yeah.
No, feel free to buy more. Yeah.
Oh, Sue's giving us various stories of animal-related things.
Oh, best piece of revenge. Oh, revenge pettiness, I heard, was a friend who smeared marmalade on her ex's windscreen.
Nightmare to get off, I'm sure.
Oh, the other thing that I saw was someone putting glitter in all of their ex-boyfriends. Pockets closed like everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Everywhere.
I've got a lot of glitter.
Yeah, guy better behave, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good boy.
He is a good boy.
No issues there, but crikey, why have we not thought of this for one or two over the years?
So simple,
Yeah,
glitter.
so simple.
Amazing.
Gosh, it drives you mad. I've also got this really, really fine stuff called Stardust, which is like a cross between glitter and eyeshadow. You cannot remove it. It's just a nightmare. Amazing for nail art and things like that, but absolute disaster if it was in your pockets. You'd never get rid of it.
Brilliant.
I mean, we took some away when we went to a festival to use in, face paint and stuff. And unfortunately, the pot of it exploded in the tent. The tent had to go.
Oh, no.
To someone who didn't care so much about being glittery.
Oh.
But Guy just couldn't deal with it.
Could he not?
Get rid. No, and you know how thorough he is with cleaning, but he couldn't get rid. Jimmy had a friend with a rabbit that was called Tibar. Rabbit spelt backwards.
Oh, okay.
Quite
nice, yeah. We're not getting a rabbit.
Yeah. Claire Angelina loves animals, but she's not the tidiest of people, so she knows she wouldn't be able to look after them properly. So she has her toy animals.
Oh, that's fair enough. I'm just going to cut. This is the non-slip grip backing
There's a lot
fabric.
of this animal spelt backwards malarkey. Sylv Sparkley had a toy monkey called Yeknom, which is monkey spelt backwards.
Wow.
I see.
See, being a bit dyslexic, that just doesn't work for me.
No.
There's some people that can like talk backwards. Do you know the ones I mean?
Yes.
No, not me. Not me either.
Claire Angelina again, she says that your Emily story sounds like something Ryan might do.
I mean, I just don't think they should ever be in the same room together.
There's always that child, isn't there? It had
that
to be
child.
You. It had to be you, didn't it?
She was so pleased with herself. She was so pleased with herself.
Oh, Sylv says, I once helped Mummy when I was about 3 or 4 by polishing all the shoes with white shoe polish.
Amazing. This is my anti-slip, non-slip, anti-slip, anti-slip.
Yes, anti-slip.
Anti-slip. I'm not going to do anything with it yet. I'm just going to keep that as it is.
Right.
We're on to pockets already. Gemma's going, oh, it's lovely.
Go ahead.
Oh,
see what you're up to.
Lovely. So.
There's been also discussions of other revenge activities, like, the prawns in the curtain seams situation.
Ooh.
I think that one's been so well publicised now that if there was a horrible fishy smell in someone's flat, that'd be the first thing you'd do is go check your curtain seams.
Would it be curtains or would it be down the back of the radiator?
Well, quite.
So, for your first pocket, for like your magazine one, that is just going to be the width of this. Okay. And then you just fold it in half. And press.
When I was at school, the leaving year 11s at one point brought in a screwdriver and a haddock and unscrewed the front. That was in their least favourite teacher's classroom. Off one of those box heaters, the ones you could sort of sit on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Popped the haddock in and then screwed the front back on again and then left.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Yeah. When,
Wow.
of course, you get back in September.
Oh, wow. To a janitor that's probably teared his
desperately
hair
trying to
out.
work out where the vile smell is coming from.
Oh. I used to work
It's a bit much, isn't
at
it?
the Royal Shakespeare Company. I worked in 8
Yes.
different departments at the Royal Shakespeare Company because I wanted to train as an actor, and I wanted to know that could I do a job that wasn't my favourite job over a season, and did I still love it enough to then go and spend the money, because I had to fund myself, spend the money and go to drama school. This is my second pocket. Now this is wider, but that's because we're going to put some pleats in it. But we're still going to fold it in half and press. I worked in the prop department, I worked in the bookshop, well I started in the bookshop and then I worked in special projects, I worked in the production office, I worked in props, I worked in wardrobe. Where else did I work? All over the place. But it was Julius Caesar. That we had to go under the stage, above the stage. We started over the top of the stage throwing ticker tape right at the beginning. I think they had like 180 different lighting cues in the first 60 seconds. It was phenomenal. They had more heart attacks from members of the public during that first bit of the show because it was so rousing. Yeah, the number of times we had to stop that show to wheel people out and then start again. Yeah. And which you don't really think of, do you, when you're choreographing something?
No.
But it's also an age demographic, like it or not. The Royal Shakespeare Company has a slightly older
it
demographic. It's like, okay. But it was tremendous. But when we went under the stage, there was obviously a mouse or something. No one could find it.
Oh.
Yeah, and through the course of the season,
Oh.
I was like, oh, does somebody else want to do that cue? I don't want to go down there. Because we had to go down and pass up spears and stuff out from the trap under the stage. It's a bit stinky.
Sounds fabulous. Over on YouTube, Tash.
Yes.
We have lovely viewers.
Hello, lovely
Jay
viewers.
Wolf is with us for the first time live for a while.
Oh, hi.
Ali H. Morning, ladies from soggy West Yorkshire.
Morning, Ali H.
Pat Williams.
Whilst we say that, can I just do some sewing? I'm just going to top stitch along the folded edge on all 4 of those. Whilst I do that,
Pat
chat
Williams
away.
has just made a very, very, very good point.
Oh no, does it need to change? What, have I done something wrong?
It's fine. No, she says, bit late to the party this morning, but I have one of these down the side of my bed and it's really useful. Natasha has done a bed tidy before now.
Yes.
And it was fabulous.
Yay!
So yeah, your bed tidy is another alternative option.
We had a Friday deal actually because that was another, I had to find the specific fabric for that. And we did find a really good sheet of non-slip stuff for that, which went under your mattress, so it had to be really robust. And we had a Friday deal. Yeah, I found a few when we moved the warehouse.
You did. Are we able to get more of the non-slip liner or?
Hang on, my bobbin's gone.
Oh no.
Soz everybody, talk amongst yourselves. I do not, has it?
We can have a look at that. If anyone does want to make the bed tidy and they want us to help with the non-slip liner, because it was a different fabric that was used with that. Like a rubbery almost, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was, I want to say, like a EVA.
What?
Yeah, a
Who?
type of plastic, wasn't it? It was like a plastic. But it just meant that it went under the mattress and stayed grippy.
Do you know what? There's a very quick and easy way for me to check that. Because it will be with the supplier, whether or not it's still in my order history.
Oh.
Bear with me, caller. Bear with me. Let me just see if I can do that.
But yeah, if anyone missed that one, I mean, it was a long time ago we did
It
that, mate.
was.
We're talking April 2021. Just a long old time ago, isn't it?
What was it called?
I'm not sure where time goes. Jane and I were saying, it's November, Natasha. November. Look at a befuddlement here. You can look later. It's all fine.
I can.
Yeah. You can look later or you can get it.
I can get it.
Oh, okay. Well, I might just pop that up then.
Yeah, I can get it.
Order out of stock situation.
They have still got it. They've changed the name of it slightly, which is what threw me.
Mm-hmm.
Something has happened to my bobbin fabric. Ah, the joy of live television. It's all good. Tomorrow, we're going to make a beautiful bag. We haven't done a bag for a while.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Obviously, I haven't quite made it because the weekend was slightly different to planned.
It was.
But, yes. Whee! Life sometimes happens, doesn't it, Gemma?
It does.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Right. Whoops. Let me just do this and then we'll crack on. We're nearly there, weirdly. It's not a long make.
No.
I've just seen the time and gone, oh, crikey, should really get a wriggle on, and then realised it's not a long make.
No, it's
so
fine.
it really isn't the end of the world. Just talk amongst yourselves. I rather love that chair up against that William Morris quilt as well.
They look good together for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Get a William Morris quilt fabric for under 40 quid. It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
$39.99 or something.
Farmer Ali's in Fuerteventura. She says, a lovely breezy Fuerteventura. She also says, our peacocks, no. Big, big and much poo.
Yeah.
Very true.
My best friends growing up were sheep farmers. So I grew up basically on their farm because whenever I could, I'd go there. And I lived with them for a bit growing up. And yeah, they had peacocks. Hence my fabulous peacock impressions. Which, you know, amaze and delight my children. Well, they didn't, they thought I'd just making it up until we went to Warwick Castle.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, that just sounds just like, that sounds just like you, Mummy.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the general idea.
Yes. That and seals and baby lambs. Yes. They are the three things that I can do very good impressions of. I mean, I don't know when that is useful. Actually, the baby lamb thing again was growing up on a, well, they were the biggest sheep farmers in Sussex at the time. I don't know if they still are. And so we had little hands. So whenever it was, I was going to say foaling season, lambing season, of course, I have birthed many a lamb.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'd like, in this day and age, if you'd be trusted, don't know.
Probably not.
Would I trust Emily or Freddie birthing lambs? Not sure.
Different times.
But then you had to, no, that's not picking up.
Oh, there's a click click noise there. Something's not
happening.
No,
it's not sitting in. My bobbin's not sitting in right.
Tash, Lisa's with us.
Hi, Lisa.
Yeah, she says hello and love from Spain.
Just
stopped at a truck to grab a coffee and what else to do but check in on what's happening on Natasha Makes.
Ah, Lisa. We have got a little thing for you from Lisa. In fact, let's talk advent calendars for a bit. My weekend did not go quite as planned, so I have not yet started the advent calendars. So if you want one of our advent calendars, I've got to finish that today or tomorrow.
Oh, we closed that off last week. Tash.
Did you?
I can open
just open it for today, just because. Yeah, we had a death in the family this weekend, so we're a little bit just different from where we thought we'd be. So yeah. So what I would say is, if you want any of those, this is your last chance. However, Lisa, lovely Lisa Chandler, also does a very beautiful advent calendar, and she has given us a little video which we will upload to Facebook for you, explaining how you can go about getting one of hers. Now, you don't get it from our website. You're going to have to go, because of time, you're going to have to go direct to hers with a code, because that will then sort your shipping, and she will ship it directly from that there Australia. But again, you are going to need to be quick on this, because it needs to be shipped from that there Australia. So I will get all of the details, and again, apologies because of events over the weekend. It has meant that I haven't actually sorted that properly. I will get onto that. But yes, Lisa Chandler's advent calendars will be available to our viewers, only for our viewers, as well. So you might end up with 2 advent calendars. You never know.
Because why not?
Why not? Treat yourself. Or somebody else. It's entirely up to you. Right, so we now have the tops top stitched. Hurrah. And we're going to line up all of the raw edges along the bottom here. Go there.
It'll catch up with you in a minute. No, I've pressed the button.
All the raw edges under there. What we are now going to do is just baste these in place. So 1/8 of an inch for any kind of basting, so that it's then you don't see those stitches later. That side and that side. There we go. And same here. So we're doing both pockets at the same time. Ba, 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 ba. I've done this in a bit of a natty way, Gemma.
Very good.
I know. Thanks. And what I would suggest, whatever size you end up doing, I will do the central pocket, the size I've said, and then the others will fall out naturally as you want. So we're just going to baste there and there, okay?
Marvellous.
Alrighty. Oh, hang on, my foot pedal's gone for a little wander. Maybe I need to stitch that non-slip jobby what's it stuff under there.
Maybe.
I did have a like a non-slippy pad that it used to sit on.
You did.
But then it used to sit really nicely on top of it, and then they both used to slip. Be like, oh, come on. That's not the idea. You are not playing ball.
That's not the rule, is it?
No. Now, obviously, you can do these in thread that is not massively contrasting in order to show up. Oh, yeah. I'd better look if I put that there. Oh, lovely. There we go. Right. Good day. As we were over here. Snip any excess threads. Right. Now, line up these edges and press in half. So you're going to find those middle points. There we go, that's better. You can find those middle points.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good giggle while I was away, just whilst I'm ironing, thinking about it, because my new iron arrived.
Oh.
For someone who does not iron, I now have another one, because they had them on a great deal at Create Craft while I was prepping, and the lady did such a great job selling them that I've bought another one. Well done me. But I got notification that it had arrived, and a lovely photo of it on the doorstep with some fluffy slippers in the background.
Yep.
And I sent a message in the group chat going, ladies, I know I'm not there, but dress down what day? Look at you in your, who's in their fluffy slippers?
One me.
But me, Jane's like, I'm just making myself comfortable. So we're going to line up that middle line that we've just pressed. It honestly made me giggle so much. You should be comfortable where you work.
There are many people who've been helpful children, Tash.
Ah, love a helpful child.
Claire Angelina once swept and cleaned tiled floor with furniture polish.
Oh, yes.
That wouldn't be slippy at all.
No.
Dear me.
Yeah. I decided to give the rabbits, Coco and babies, a bath with their water bottle. You know, their squirty water bottle. I got a bit of a dressing down for doing that. These poor rabbits were soaked. They were dirty. Turns out they're just brown rabbits. Yep, good. Well done, me.
Oh dear.
Whoopsie daisy. Where's my perfect 5 ruler? What have I done with it? Because this is the perfect ruler for the job. Oh, here it is.
It's also very tiny.
I know, but it is still perfect. Yeah. We've got some of these left actually, haven't we? From that centre point, we are going to make 2 marks both sides. One at 2 inches and then another at 2.5. But the 2.5, we're going to draw a line all the way down. Okay. Flip it, do the same. The other side. Here. Gemma, did we have a good chat today? Is that why we're a little bit late doing things? No. There we go. Same over here. But we are actually not far off finishing. So you want to mark on that extra ½ inch, we're marking all the way down that fabric. This will become clear at some point. So you just want to mark up there. You mark down there as well if you want, but this is from that middle point. Now, what you're going to do is bring that mark in line with your first mark. And the same here. So just align those markers there. And if you want to, then you can mark that on the bottom too. Hold that in place. And the same here. So just move it so that they match up. I went online to see if there were any of these that I liked anywhere else. No.
Oh.
So I got to just make it exactly how I wanted it, which is really nice. And I'm going to sew down, ouch, on both of those lines, on both sets of pockets.
Not prick yourself on pins.
No, if you want to, obviously, do them a specific size, then that's entirely up to you. Some people might have like a specific remote controller that they, you know, but this will fit this middle pocket. It's made the size it is because that was my biggest remote control. And also, it fit my phone as well.
And you might, yeah, I was going to say, you might have just one remote, in which case you might want to make slots that fit your phone and things like that.
Well, and also because we're doing pockets both sides, that's one for your big remote and then one for your phone the other side.
Nice. Because that's the one thing I lose down the side of the sofa the most is my phone.
Yeah. There we go.
Followed swiftly by the remote.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Right, so we have done that now. Scoop up my pins again. Now, what we're going to do is, you can just keep those middle pins in for now and just fold it so that that fold of the pleat just sits in line with that stitched line. And to get this equal, just keep those pins in for now. It's pretty simple and easy to do. It's like the world's easiest pleat ever.
Brilliant.
Okay, and that's that. And then this edge, I didn't pleat this corner because that's going to be sewn into the seam. But again, just marry it all up, match it all up there. And because we've got these pins, Gemma, we can pop these in and know that we can then press these pleats in place without them melting.
They are rather good for that.
They're brilliant for that. There we go, so just pop that little pleat in there. Take it to your pressing mat, give it a good press. It's looking quite smart, isn't it now?
Yeah.
Same here.
Very. Very smart.
Very smart, very smart. And then here. And then pin it, press it, you're good to go. Yeah. So just baste along the bottom, baste along the base.
Oh, bless. Jimmy says that was so easy to follow for me, Tash. The audio description was wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, my absolute pleasure. That is good to know. Yeah, I guess when I lose my words, Jimmy, and it happens with the old menopause, sometimes I lose my words. I guess that's less helpful for you as a verbal learner. There we go. Right, take those pins out. So we've basted along the bottom, we've got those pleats all in place, and now we're just going to assemble, and we're done. Okay.
That seems crazy, doesn't it?
It really does. So these are going to sit, obviously, either end, like so. I'm so excited about this one, Gemma. I think it's going to be stunning.
I feel like there's still a pocket to insert, but there isn't, of course, because they're both there. Oh, it's very clever.
It's all done, right? And then your anti-slip doobie what's it stuff goes on top. Yeah, that might not have been so easy for you, Jimmy. Sorry. Anti-slip doobie what's it is going on. And again, I would just pin this in place. I looked at doing binding for this, and you can. Like, binding is an option, absolutely fine. The other one, the generic one, doesn't use this anti-slip. So what that means is that it's easy to bind. You're not going to... Although saying that, I did sew around this absolutely fine because I top stitched part of it and it top stitched up a treat. So maybe I'm worrying unnecessarily, but certainly when I was designing it, I was like, oh no, don't want to be stitching through that, but actually it was okay. So you can bind around here should you wish. Now, your turning through gap, can you please put your turning through gap on a bit with no pockets? Just makes life easier.
We're not about making life hard for ourselves.
Oh, gosh, no. So I'm now going to just sew around. We are not. No. Life does not need to be difficult. The only thing, of course, just to bear in mind is that it's really tricky to press. So you might just go over the edge a little bit with the fabric because you've sewn through a crease that you couldn't. It's the only thing to just bear in mind. But what I would say is sew round once from this way, and then if you're worried, sew around from the other side. Just to make sure that you've got all of your seams, all your fabric has been caught. And also you are just reinforcing your stitches then as well. Oh, or breaking your needle if you're me. Well done, me.
You got another one?
Huh?
Have you got another one?
Oh, I will have somewhere. Somewhere.
Because you've got your lovely big boxes of 100 needles.
Well, I have, again, somewhere.
The perils of moving studio.
I know, but they will have come, hopefully, back in the box from Create Ayla Craft. Because I always take my spare needles there with me. Because, you know, hiya!
If one's going to break,
yeah, right.
It's going to be there, isn't it?
Completely. It's in there somewhere. That broke because I moved the fabric ever so slightly as I turned it. That's all. That's why that's done that thing.
Stretchy knot.
Do you know what? I think people get really worried, don't they, about breaking needles. Mm-hmm. The thing is, change your needle regularly. That's step number one, isn't it? And if you think for any reason that your needle could have bent, just change it, whether it snapped or not. Because actually you want one that's going to snap as opposed to bend. Because if it bends, then you can do damage. It's not going straight up and down, you can do damage in your machine. So actually, I would far rather, if I put a bit of silly strain on, I would far rather it snaps, and that's why. And we had this test with Gary from Dukey. I'm going to hand crank just to check there's no metal in the way. Yeah, when Gary from Duke came, he tested our 100 packs of needles. He was really impressed with them because he said, no, that is what you want. You want them just to snap. And we hadn't really thought of this, had we, as a thing? We're like, oh, we did that whole thing of, but we've broken a needle. This is nigh on the end of the world. It really isn't. Turns out.
We all know a new needle is the best thing. It's like we all know a new blade and our rotary cut is the best thing, but cost is quite often a consideration for people, isn't it?
I think the thing is, I never knew that they came in mega packs.
No, because to buy a handful in a little thing.
Well, when you've got 5,
yeah,
and once you've used one,
yeah,
and then you need to use another one, you're like, and when am I next going to go to the shops or remember to get some,
correct,
or pay the postage just on 5?
Yeah.
It's not really going to be a thing. So I just snip the excess off the corners. So yeah,
But this is a pack of 100.
It is.
For $25.99.
Yeah, it's great.
So once you've got it, that's going to last you a really good amount of time.
Well, you think how many projects we do. I've got 2 packs. And actually, I've got 2 packs. I've got 80s and 90s. I couldn't tell the difference, if I'm honest,
No.
between which. I've now sewn around, and I'm going to turn through. My turning through gap. What is that dog doing in the corner?
She's having a fight with a piece of fusible foam. This piece of Styleville fix she's having a word with.
Oh, that came out my sample box. I left it on the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah. No, this is her new favourite thing. She's throwing it around.
Kill it, Mabel. Kill it.
She's so calm and stays so still and doesn't go anywhere, just lies on her beanbag until just every now and again we remember she's a puppy because she does that little puppy thing.
Do you know what? Yeah, she does. And like yesterday we had a bonfire and she was just going crazy around the bonfire. It wasn't like a 5th of November bonfire, it was just a garden twigs bonfire. And she was going crazy, crazy, crazy. She had the zoomies round and round and round. And you're right, you forget because she's so good.
You are a good girl, aren't you, Mabel?
She has the occasional nibble on things that she shouldn't.
Yeah.
But for a puppy,
She's a puppy.
she is.
She's a baby.
You see, I'm used to big dogs that don't mature until they're nearly dead. And that's, Great Danes.
Yeah, Great Danes always think that they are like puppies.
Yeah, until they're about
leap
2.5.
around. They leap around like crazy and their chops go flying all over the shop.
Do you remember Eric's naughty ears?
Yeah. And he was really old for a Dane,
He got to 11.
which is unheard of.
Yeah, so my Great Dane Eric, he was more like a cat in many ways. In terms of human, what can you do for me? I'm just easing out these corners while we chat. And I did love that boy. Oh my gosh, I love that boy. But whenever he was about to do something naughty or had the idea of doing something naughty, for some reason, his ears stuck out like pop.
Yeah.
They just stuck out at this really weird angle. You'd be like, Eric, what are you up to?
I know what you're up to. I can see it in your face.
And he'd look at you with these ears and you'd be like, oh no.
What are you doing?
Yeah. But it meant he was quite easy to train because he was, you could tell off the thought. Because he was so, ha! It's like that cartoon light bulb moment. That was Eric. And you'd be like, I'm going to press this from the top.
My favourite was before you'd got him his own couch, because he did end up with his own couch. But before that point, he had dog beds, being a dog. And he much preferred to sit on the couch, thank you please. And you'd be like, no, Eric, no, you're not allowed on the couch. Off. And he'd stand there, and then he'd just rest his bottom backwards onto the couch, but with all 4 feet on the floor. And the ears went at that angle then as well.
Yeah,
and he'd just look at you like, I've got all 4 feet on the floor, Mum.
He really thought that one through, didn't he? He really thought that one through.
I'm just sitting down, and if the couch happens...
Do you know, my favourite time was the time he did that and just reversed onto you and trapped you on the sofa. There's little Gemma and this 12-stone Great Dane just reversed onto her like, ha! And what are you going to do now about it? She's like, well, nothing. I'm clearly going to wait for Natasha to come back and rescue me from under your vast weight.
Yeah. 12-stone toddler.
Yeah. With naughty ears.
Yeah.
It was all the fun.
He was a beautiful boy.
So we're just pressing this and pressing that turning through gap under. I am not going to top stitch around the whole thing. Just saying, I'm not. Because I don't want to lose valuable space on these. But what I am going to do is top stitch this bit here and this bit here. That's enough. Because what that does is then close that turning through gap. We're all happy then. And if you do need to wash it, it will keep everything in place. So I'm going to top stitch down there, we're done. Bosh, Gemma as it's known.
Fabulous. Oh, there are people saying they've bought fabric bundles from us at times and can't remember what it was they were going to make with it. This is where you print the instructions, or if you get the printed instructions, you put them all into a project bag with the fabric.
Yes.
Rookie error. Vicky's one of these that are guilty.
How's
Now,
she
the problem
feeling?
with Vicky is she likes to plan out her own makes, so she could show me a fabric bundle, but it won't necessarily be one of our fabric bundles. She'll have shenanigated and made her own bundle. So that information is locked securely in your own head there, Vicky. She's saying it might be a Christmas holidays job to look through the dates that she's bought them and what date we did makes, and perhaps make a spreadsheet.
Oh, she loves a spreadsheet. Right, here we go.
Any opportunity for a spreadsheet. Oh, we're going over ahead of the game.
Well, you know, I said that if you wanted, you're at 4 inches, there you go. You've got a beautiful part of that main pattern. And if I just pop this over there.
Oh, look at that.
So you've got space for your iPad or a book, magazine, whatever, your remotes, phones, snacks, all there.
Brilliant.
It's all right now.
Brilliant. Yes, great.
Easy. It is
Really
easy.
great.
We've chatted a lot. We have chatted a lot today.
I think I'd put some little blunt nose scissors in there as well. Because when the dog nods off, and there's a little bit that needs trimming.
Oh, yeah.
Backward bit in the beard or something. While they're asleep.
There you go.
Oh, all sorts in.
Make the most of these
Great.
fabrics.
Great.
Those bundles are on special offer. If you need a advent calendar from us, yeah, today, tomorrow, last days for those.
We are being asked about the wall calendar from Lisa.
So that will also be available. I will get that information from Lisa as well as to how you can order those, whether they're going to go direct from you. Probably they will just be sent in a lump to us and we will send them out. Because I know that you absolutely love those.
Yeah.
And they are stunning. So yes, we will be getting those in. The advent calendars for sure are being shipped directly from Lisa.
Okay.
Because that's the only way that we can get the turnaround time. But I will make sure that by tomorrow I have that full information for you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. There we go, everybody. Grab your advent calendars from us. They will be available. I'll just finish those off today, tomorrow, and then that's closed.
Yep.
And we can crack on with those. Tomorrow we're going to make a gorgeous bag with a drawstringy bit and lovely.
I do love the charades, Jimmy. She's just throwing the hands around in a charadesy sort of fashion, trying to draw what the bag's going to look like with her hands in the air.
It's going to be great.
I don't think any of us are any the wiser. You're not missing out there.
No. Okay. Yes. Alrighty then. So we will see you here tomorrow.
We shall.
10 o'clock. Take care. Lots of love.
Bye.